ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another rough scale mini metro on Roblox video. I just quickly wanted to make mention of the fact that there are many tracks that are, I would consider, false tracks, meaning that if you were to try to run a train down them, you would end up causing the train to fall through and underneath the map, like to this area, because the tracks are simply set to be non-collidable. And that is because, as you probably can tell, there's a mess of tracks and switches where, like, switches are on corners and things of that nature. And in order to make the tracks look as they do in real life, I had to make some concessions because I'm not exactly sure on how to make custom switches, or I didn't feel like making custom switches. So while this looks like a set of tracks that you can go down, it is not. So there are a couple of points along the tracks where that can happen, but so long as you follow the route that the real lines do in real life, and you can find this by looking at Google Maps, or I'll show you in just a second, you'll be fine. If you're okay, so let's show you where you can go. If you want to run Ocean View, and you're picking up a train from this yard, from Balboa Park Yard, you're gonna want to take it down this set of tracks here and turn right, staying kind of on the outside of things, so like so, and then come out onto Ocean View that way. If you're coming from this yard, I believe it's called the Geneva Powerhouse. If you are bringing a train out this way, you're going to want to make sure you turn left. You don't need to click that switch. You will, I think, actually be forced to turn left here, and then out onto the main line. If you're trying to run K Ingleside, you can use pretty much any of these tracks, so long as they're kind of on this loop. You'll be coming around this way and stopping here on this platform, and then when you leave, you stay straight and then make a right turn, and then you have to make sure to click this so that it looks as so that the train will turn right, cross over, and then out onto the main line. Coming back in is pretty simple. You just stay on this track, turn right into the station. If you're running J Church, you do the same thing. It's kind of the same thing to start. You end up coming down this way, but then you need to make sure to set these tracks to be as so that you end up out on the main line. When coming back into the station as J Church, you will turn right off of San Jose and then run down this street, which I believe is Ocean Avenue. And then the train will automatically, once it reaches this point, turn in, and then you need to make sure that the tracks are this way so that the train can come into this station here as intended. For Ocean View, when you're coming back, you just take a right-hander, and then you can loop back around if you want to continue and do the reverse. The one other major point where along these lines where it's like that is up at DeBose and Church, and this is actually where I've seen people derail their trains the most recently, and it's simply because I think some people don't quite know where to go. So if you're looking at this set of switches, which is at DeBose and Church, coming out of the Market Street subway, if you're running as N Judah, you will go straight, And when going back into the subway, you run straight across here and down. If you're running J Church, you'll do the same thing where you turn off from the Market Street subway and come out, but then you will make sure that the tracks are set for you to make a left-hand turn and out onto Church Street and down towards Balboa Park. If you're trying to go this direction, unfortunately you can't. The reason for this is because this is also this specific curve right here is a set of false tracks, because I didn't want to have to set up a custom Y switch to allow you to go left or right. I've only set it up so that if you're running the proper routing for J Church, which is again this way, or N Judah, which is straight, then you're okay. But if you're trying to turn right from N Judah onto J Church, you'll derail. Anyway, that is it, I believe, for the important false rails to know about. Pretty much everywhere else is functional with, using common sense. Like you wouldn't want to turn off here and fall off the end there. But other than that, pretty much everything in row-scale Muni is a true rail. But that does it for this short little tutorial on the tracks to use. Until next time, thank you for watching and take care, everybody.